Brusco's BBC Big Boy Conversations.
Trying to figure out whether a woman is into you or if she's just being nice is one of the greatest mysteries known to man. Getting it right allows you to capitalize on the opportunity to either land the girl that you like or at least avoid an embarrassing rejection scene. Getting it wrong, on the other hand, might lead to getting brutally shot down or cause you to miss out on a girl you like and likes you back. The good news? Psychologists agree that there are several telltale signs that a woman gives off when she's attracted to a man. If you notice a combination of several of the signs mentioned, there's a good chance that a lady is waiting on you to make a move. So here are 15 signs that she's definitely flirting with you. Number 1. The reset. A woman who is attracted to you may be very composed and will consciously try to act in a reserved manner. She may be able to carefully control what she says and suppress big movements, but it's very hard for anyone to avoid making smaller gestures and convey their interest in you. Watch out for movements where she reset. These are small movements and mannerisms where she fixes up even when it's unnecessary to do so. Does she fix her blouse every now and then even when it's not disarranged? Does she fix her hair incessantly even when it's not a mess? Does she keep fixing her sleeves even when they're not the least bit out of place? When women are attracted to men, they feel slightly nervous and conscious of how they look at all times, prompting these subtle actions. Number 2. Read her lips. One of the most wonderful things about women is that they all instinctively know how to be seductive when they're attracted to a guy. One of the most common ways they do is with actions centered around the lips. A woman will touch, bite, or pucker her lips from time to time, helping her cope with her internal tension and sending cute signals to you in the process that she's interested. Number 3. The slow smile. Smiling is a universal sign of cordiality, and just because the girl that you like smiles at you doesn't necessarily mean that she has special interest in you. This is a sign that men misinterpret all the time because to us, smiles are more or less all the same. To women, however, there's a particular type of smile that can give away how she feels about you. When a woman looks at you and gives you a slow, discreet smile, it's usually a sign of flirtation. When accompanied by eye contact that lasts a second or two longer than usual, you might be on to something exciting here. Number 4. Open body language. When you approach a woman and start a conversation, pay close attention to her body language. Does she face you and display open body language, or is her body facing another direction and just turns her head towards you? Facing you and not having folded arms or holding an object between you and her is an encouraging sign. It subliminally shows that she feels safe around you and is in no hurry to find the nearest exit. It also gives you a cue that she's willing to converse for a while and is interested in what you have to say. Number 5. Easy joke sells. Another reliable litmus test on whether someone likes you is your ability to elicit laughter. Laughing at jokes and other witty remarks is a sign that a person is perceptive towards you and is at ease while doing so. It means that she doesn't have her guard up and is following your train of thought. More importantly, it shows that she's not hesitant to show a little emotion, an action that's associated with putting oneself in a vulnerable spot. The next time you're attracted to a woman and are in a conversation, try to poke around with a small joke or two. If she laughs at your attempts at humor, that's an encouraging sign. If she laughs hard at even borderline non-funny lines, that's even better. If she does this, there's a fat chance that she'll say yes when you eventually ask her out, provided that she's single, of course. Number 6. The touch. Skin-to-skin touches can also indicate attraction from a woman to a man. In general, humans don't touch other humans because of our instinctive aversion to germs and the possibility of contracting dirt and diseases. Even when we know someone is clean, we don't just touch the person unless we have a good level of trust or attraction towards them. More than men, women tend to use subtle touches to express their liking for a person. When a woman doesn't hesitate to have her arm brush against yours more than once, touch you in the knee while she's telling a story, or sneak up from behind to cover your eyes, that's a strong indicator that she's at ease around you. More importantly, it's a signal that she doesn't find you creepy or disgusting in any way. When a girl regularly shows willingness to touch you and you happen to like her, that's as green a light as any for you to flirt back. Number 7. The call for help. Normally, people ask for help only from people that they're comfortable with. With women, this is particularly true. Allowing someone to help means letting him get physically closer to and have verbal interaction. For that reason, women only tend to ask for help from a man they don't know too well when there's some attraction involved. Asking for help in carrying a bag or picking up an object are subtle hints that she wants to flirt with you. A higher level version of this is when a girl asks you to teach her something or for assistance in a project. If you can tell that she's perfectly capable of doing any of these things herself but asks for your help anyway, it's a clear sign that she wants to spend a little quality time with you. Number 8. The tease. Girls are complex beings. When they're attracted to men, they sometimes display counterintuitive behavior to show their interest. Playful teasing and mocking are prime examples of these behaviors. While men assume that a girl who's attracted to them will be nice all the time, the reality is often quite the opposite. Many girls will tease you about your clothes or mock you playfully about the way you talk. While this may seem like they're trying to antagonize you, it's really about getting your attention or testing you. Other girls even use this as a coping mechanism when they haven't admitted to themselves that they like you, but they're starting to have that inexplicable attraction towards you. For other girls, this is also a way of playfully testing if you can act cool when faced with something annoying or unexpected. Number 9. The conversation starter. When you're not with a girl that you like, does she send you messages via social media or text, or are you the one initiating the exchanges? If it's hard to tell, try not texting and sending her messages for a day or two. See if she initiates any interaction. If she does, there's a good chance that she likes you. This is particularly true if her messages are about random things or she's messaging just to ask how you are or why you haven't been reaching out. Conversely, if her messages are mostly about practical and impersonal things, that's a red flag. If she doesn't bother sending messages when you don't, it might be time to choose another target. At number 10, we have emoji usage. Unless you're crushing on a complete jejemon who spams emojis and misspells words like it's nobody's business, you should watch how the girl that you like texts or messages. If she texts normally like an adult with most people but increases her smiley usage when she's talking to you, that's a sign of flirtation, or at the very least, fondness. Number 11. Proximity in a group. Many Filipino women are relatively conservative and will not immediately say yes to a date request. Some of them prefer to bide their time and wait until they're completely sure that they have a solid candidate. In the absence of a date, you can still tell if a woman is interested in you by being in the company of a social group that includes her. Pay attention to how physically close she is to you. Does she sit or walk right beside you while talking? Or does she use other members of the group like meat shields so you can't get too close to her? The former is a good sign, while the latter is an indication that she's either very shy or that you need to back off. Number 12. Eagerness to go out. When a woman is interested in you and you've been acquainted for at least a few days now, you can bet that the thought of going out with you has crossed her mind at least once. Given the social norms here in the Philippines, it's unlikely that she'll want to make the first move. She'll send you indirect signals that she's interested in you, but it's up to you to figure them out and be the one to ask first. When you ask her out, you know she's interested if she says yes without putting up a lot of barriers. In some cases, she might decline if she really has plans on a certain day. However, you know it's a legitimate excuse when she offers another specific schedule. If she tells you she's unavailable and doesn't give a definite alternative, it's probably time to set your sights on someone else. Number 13 is when she's trying to doll herself up. If a girl anticipates that you'll be seeing each other, there's a good chance that she'll put in some effort to look better than usual. Putting on makeup when it's not part of her daily routine, or dressing up to impress on your first date are powerful signals that she wants you to reciprocate her attraction towards you. Of course, this can be misinterpreted easily when you don't do your homework on her tendencies. If she's the kikay type, she'll always be conscious of how she looks and how she dresses most of the time. Even when you're sure that dolling up isn't part of her routine, you need to make sure that she's not doing it for someone else. Number 14 is the interview. Believe it or not, successfully asking a girl out on a date is no guarantee that she's interested in you. Sometimes, women say yes just because they don't know how to say no to a very persistent guy. In other cases, they might be real players who feign flirtation as a hobby. Whatever the case, you can get a better feel of how much a girl likes you when you get to have a longer conversation with her when nobody else is around. There's a very good chance that she's interested in you if she asks about things in your life. Matters relating to your family, career, hobbies, and interests are all-time favorite questions of girls who want to get inside a man's head. She'll ask about these things so she can decide whether she wants to take things beyond simple attraction and into the next level. It also serves as a fodder for the two of you to keep on talking. And at number 15, it's liking what you like. When a girl likes you, she'll find ways for you to have more common ground to use as conversation drivers. One way that girls do this is by doing some research on the things that they know you like. If she starts talking to you about your favorite sports team, or if she surprises you with some insight on video games when you know for a fact that she wasn't interested in those things before, it's a clear indicator that she's into you. When she does this, try not to think that she's being a stalker. It simply means that she's trying to find indirect ways to become closer to you. When trying to correctly evaluate your chances with a woman, look for several of these signs to show consistency. When you think you've got a legit shot, man up and take your chances by asking her out. Keep in mind that women can lose attraction towards a man just as easily as they gain it. It's always better to chase after an opportunity rather than to wonder about what-ifs when the opportunity is gone. Even in the event that you get shot down, you can just forget it, deny it, or laugh about it. The world is an ocean, and one fish not taking your bait doesn't mean that you're not good at catching them at all.
Stay tuned to Bruce Co's videos and Big Boy Conversations by hitting the subscribe button below, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay cool, bros.